guys, welcome back to another episode of Keeping It Big Time. I'm Shireena with Shireena's Keeping It Real with my co-host Jarrell of Fishing with JBT. Can you guys believe it's our 11th episode? 11th. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it went by really fast.
I know it has. When we first started, it was like, okay, are we going to get to episode 2? You know? So, who do we have in chat this Friday night?
All right, so we had Miss Robin C. First in the comments. We got who else? We got Catfishing Fresno, and we got Cold Creek Catfishing. It's Billy. We got Mr. Martin. Mr. Martin said, "Buckle up, folks. It's going to get lively." And we got some. Who else we got in here? Mr. Thomas. We got any
Joe Gomez.
Possible. Oh yeah, my dad's in here. That's right. There he is. I see him now. And it's
he said, "Time flies when you're having a blast."
And it's my dad's birthday tomorrow. So imagine that.
Oh, really? Well,
yeah,
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. There you go.
So happy birthday, Daddy, which is tomorrow. I'll tell you happy birthday on here. You're getting older and older. I thought he was old when I was like 15. But
you always think your parents are older. You know, it's like I see
Gary
351 Cleveland, Monty Sheep. There's Gary, of course, Martin Guerrero. So,
what's up, Monty? How you doing, Mr. Monty? There's Miss Melissa.
Felix.
But we got we have a good episode tonight, guys. We really do, and I've been looking forward to this all week, and I can't wait. I'm like, man, it's finally, you know what I mean? I was like, man, it's gonna be a while, but then now it's already Friday, and now it's already after 6, and it's already showtime. But yeah, we got a good show tonight because who do we have on here tonight, Miss Shireena?
We have Hooked on Cats Guide Service, Terry Rogers, and Captain Terry Rogers. You know, let's bring him up.
All righty. So
there he is.
There's Mr.
We lost
Captain
Bryan.
Yeah, Bryan. I think he lost something happened with Bryan, but how you doing? Well, there he goes. Well, look at that. That's the beauty of live. That's the beauty of live.
Yeah.
Of going live. You just never know what's gonna happen. But we're gonna have Captain Terry Rogers and Bryan Norsworthy of Hooked on Cats catfishing guide today, and let's see what happens.
And they also have and they also have on Facebook Catfishing America group. Okay, there's Bryan. And Terry says he has no audio. Can you hear us, Bryan?
Yes.
It's like
Yeah, Terry says he. Okay, let's try to get him in here again.
all right, maybe everything was going good, but once you hit that live button, it
Okay,
starts
can you
messing
hear
up.
us now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, good. There we go, guys.
Okay. Well, like we said, we have Captain Terry Rogers with Hooked on Cats Guide Service, along with Bryan Norsworthy. They also have a group, Catfishing America. And we have links in the description if you guys want to check them out. Do we want to make sure everybody, he's checking the audio settings to make sure everybody can hear.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, everything sounds good.
Yeah, I can hear everything good on my end.
Okay, so you guys want to introduce yourselves? I mean, hey, why not give it another go around?
Yeah, you can go
Starting
ahead, Bryan.
with Captain Terry.
Okay. I'll go first. My name is Captain Terry Rogers. I own Hooked on Cats Guide Service. It's a catfish-specific guide service based in Western Kentucky, at the very far western end of Kentucky. It's right where the Ohio River and the Mississippi River come together. We fish pretty much, spring, summer, and fall. And we usually don't fish throughout the winter just because it's a little slow, and I'd rather have a lot of action versus sitting there and just anchoring. So I really don't do a whole lot of guiding in the wintertime. But that's a little bit about my business. I've been fishing ever since, especially catfishing, ever since I was old enough to hold a rod. I'm 54 years old right now, and I probably started when I was about 4 or 5 years old. So, there's a lot of years there of learning different things and little tips and tactics and patterns and all kinds of things. So that's just a little bit about me.
Okay. Bryan,
Yes, dear.
tell us a little bit about yourself.
Reason why I got my head turned this way, I am actually watching y'all. I don't know if you see it on the TV.
Oh, there we are.
Terry, I created Catfishing America about, it'd be 5 years and longer. And I contacted Terry. We talked about it. And he said, yeah, go ahead, man. I'll help you out. I started this group, and within a month, we had like 3,000 members.
Oh yeah, it was pretty quick.
And we've been tournament fishing for how long, Terry?
Oh, it's been quite a while.
Yeah, it's been
I'll tell you the truth.
a few years, and it just, man, sometimes we'll just, it'll be a disaster. Then other time, but either way it goes, man, we have an awesome time.
Yeah, we might not win a whole lot, but we have fun doing it.
Yeah. And as far as his guide service, his guide service consists of you just got to get in the boat and find out.
Yeah, because some of the funniest, best fishing memories I've had nothing to do with catching fish. It would be like I didn't catch nothing that day, but something else crazy happened, and you know what I mean. That's still, it's still one of the greatest times I've ever had fishing, even though I didn't catch nothing. Something else crazy. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think a lot of people understand that too.
Yeah, I went on one of their guide trips that I had won during the Iron Cat, and I had lots of fun.
Oh yeah,
we had lots of fun on there. It was raining that day. Huh?
Oh yeah. Yeah, it definitely was.
Well, the weather plays a huge factor in fishing. Terry can tell you a tournament we fished, we left out with maybe an hour or so. downriver to a good spot that he knows, and we got caught in a monsoon.
Oh yeah, that was really something. I mean, it was hailing. I mean, wind was blowing. This thunderstorm blew up out of nowhere, and we were caught smack dab in the middle of the Mississippi River, right in the middle of it. Yeah, it was one of those times, where you were kind of wondering, you're starting to look towards the shoreline and make sure you can make it.
Well, we didn't even have a top on the boat.
Oh yeah, we didn't even have a top or anything at that time. It was just just an open boat.
Yes.
Okay, we have our first question here. What do you need to bring on one of your trips?
Well, I supply anything and everything, really. I tell people I supply all the bait, tackle, and equipment that you need. The only thing you need to show up with would be a valid fishing license for Kentucky and something to eat and drink while you're on the boat. I mean, other than that, I've got everything covered. But I also tell people that they're always welcome to bring their own equipment if they want to, because, some people just like fishing with their own rods and reels, just because they're used to them. And they're used to the actions, they're used to their, the different ways they work. It's just I don't know, I guess it's a personal thing. And a lot of guys do. A lot of guys will bring their own personal rods and reels and, tackle boxes and everything with them sometimes. And that's just fine with me. The way I kind of do it is you can bring your own stuff or you can use mine. Either way, it's just fine.
So what setups do you have on there on your boat?
Well, what I have, I usually try as far as let's just start with the boat and go up. It's a 2021 Sea Arc Pro Guide. I like taking up to 4 people maximum, because once you start getting over 4 people, it starts getting just a little crowded, as far as getting up and trying to get 2 fish and moving around and doing things. 4 people plus myself, that's usually about maximum that I like taking out. I run that. It's got a 250 horsepower Suzuki engine on it. That thing will flat out fly for a 26-foot boat. I mean, it will definitely get it. But the boat's real nice and stable, secure. If anyone is kind of iffy about being out on a big river, with the big currents and eddies and all that stuff, this boat is a very, very safe and stable boat. On the boat, I have monster rod holders all the way around. Those things are solid as a rock, and I've used them for years. I'm sure if you know anything about catfishing, you know about Steve Douglas and monster rod holders. He's just one of those guys, that one of the pioneers of the sport of catfishing, and he does a lot for the catfishing community. And and I'm proud to be sponsored by him. He's just a great guy, 100% all the way around. Anyways, and the gear that I have, I run the Grip and Lips Super Cat HD rods. Those things, I put them up against anything out there in the business. Everybody has their own preference. Some people like the Mad Cat, some people like Catch Fever. There's so many good rod brands out there. Anymore, it's really all about personal preference. I really seriously don't think that one rod company is better than the other one, and I'm not going to get in an argument, with 15 different people over 15 different rod companies and what they can do and all that, because everyone out there has their own personal preferences. Some people like a little bit more backbone. Some people like a little bit more flex. Some people like a little softer tip. Some people like a more stiff type action or tip. And I've run those rods. And this past guide season, believe it or not, I have been running the Piscifun Chaos 60s. These are not, your high-end, top of the line, high dollar reels. These things, they're about $54, $55, $56, something like that. And let me tell you that these things are actually built really, really good. I mean, if they can hold up to a whole year's worth of guiding where I guide, and catching the fish that we catch. I mean, they've got to be some pretty decent reels. And I have not had one fail yet. And, I've had everybody from, small children to senior citizens, using these things and casting them and banging them around and beating them. And they have been used day after day after day after day. And like I said, I can't say enough about them. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I have no affiliation with Pisciphone whatsoever. But I tell you what, those reels, I'd be happy to be sponsored by them because that's how much I like them. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah,
I really am.
Yeah.
And then
I see, Jarrell, you have the 60.
I have a 60, and I have two 60s, and I got some other spinning reels by PC Fun, and yeah, just like you said, like I have the Viper X spinning reels. I got 3 of them, I think, and 2 Cal 60s. I've had them about 2 years, maybe about 2.5 years now, I'm thinking, and I beat the hell out of them, and they still were really good. They were really good. They were really good.
I mean, that's the way I am. I mean, they just they've held up really well. I've had these things hung up. I do a whole lot of drifting on the lower Ohio and the Mississippi, and while you're drifting down through the river there, a lot of times you'll get hung up, and I lose a lot of tackle, and I mean a lot of tackle. And these reels, a lot of times you get hung up. You might start stripping gears, or things just might not hold up very well, and things will break on them and all that. I've not had one break, so knock on wood, they've been really good for me.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to push Pisciphone or sell them to anybody, but I'm just saying they're good reels.
Yeah.
My Sheets asks, Captain, which river do you like fishing better? Ohio, Mississippi? He says they're both great fishing, but which do you prefer?
Man, that's a hard one. That's a real hard one because, I love fishing that very, very end of the Ohio River right before it gets into the Mississippi because, it's a real nice, easy, slow current, and it's perfect for drifting. And I love doing suspended drifting. So I really, really like that. But, at the same time, you can also suspend drift on the Mississippi. And that Mississippi, I'll tell you what, if that is an awesome, awesome river because it is so diverse. You have so many different areas that you can fish. I mean, you have, ledges, drops, you have riprap, you have wing dams, and you always have current. There is always current there. And, and on the Mississippi, my favorite way to fish on that is bumping. I love going out and bumping on the Mississippi because that is man, I'll tell you what, you get a 50 or 60 or 70 pound blue, slam a bait, and you got that rod in your hand, and that thing, almost jerks it out of your hand. It is a rush. I mean, it is a huge rush. And tell you the truth, I really wouldn't say I like one river over the other. It's just wherever they're biting best at the time, that's where I like fishing.
What about you, Bryan?
Okay.
Which one do you prefer, and what do you like? And Tara's talking about suspend drifting and dragging. What would you like? Does it matter to you, or as long as you get on some fish, I guess, right? Or do you have a preference?
No. I got a particular spot I like to be introduced to. A couple years ago, it's on the Mississippi. But now then again, we was fishing a tournament a couple of years ago. We had 10 minutes left in that tournament.
Oh, yeah.
Kabam! And it was all I could do to stand hold. and we lost the fish and still finished fifth.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a that definitely, that fish there would have definitely put us up a lot higher than what we were, but you know, it's one of those one that got away stories.
And that was on Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Robin T, is your guide service mobility impaired accessible, or what about service dogs?
Oh yeah, I look. You know, any kind of dog, any kind of service dog is fine with me. Actually, just about any kind of pet is fine with me because I'm a big dog person, anyways. And as far as service dogs go and stuff like that, I'm a military veteran, and you know, I know all about the dogs and all that, and I appreciate, you know, what people have done, you know, to deserve those dogs. But anyways, any kind of service dog, any kind of animal is fine with me. As far as wheelchair accessible, you know, my boat is a boat. You know, you don't have I don't have a ramp, you know, to get into it or anything like that. So, you know, that would be a little bit iffy. But, you know, there's one or two places where I launch, they have a courtesy dock, you know, where you can go from the dock straight into the boat. But still, you know, there's really no actual ramp or anything like that to get, you know, up and into that boat.
well, I'm a stroke victim. I'll throw one leg up over the side. He'll just give me a shove, and I come all around there and find me a seat.
That's true.
If you get around a little bit, we'll get you in.
Well, Darrell,
Okay. I'll go.
you're so excited and
Yeah.
ready
All
to.
right. Terry, what made you get into like starting your own guiding service? Like you just love to fish and love everybody's
Well,
excitement. Well, I guess, right? And seeing the excitement on other people.
yeah, I guess the you know, the thing that really got me into it was, you know, I've been doing it for so many years, and you know, I got to where, you know, people were asking me, it's like, hey man, you know, when you going fishing next? You know, mind if I tag along? And you know, then you know, somebody else would be like, hey, when you going fishing next? Man, you know, pick me up. You know. So, anyways, I got so many people, you know, that was starting to ask me, you know, hey, you know, you mind taking me out and showing me a few things here and there, or teach me how to do this, or teach me how to do that. I don't know. I just kind of got in the you know, the mindset, you know, I might could, you know, actually, you know, share this knowledge with not just people around here, but you know, other people here and there and wherever, you know, and start a small business, you know, and start doing some guiding, and you know, getting into that, it was a lot more different and difficult than what most people think. I mean, there's all kinds of different you know, regulations and licenses, and oh my God, there's just all kinds of stuff you got to go through just to be certified, you know, to guide on these federally controlled waterways. But that's what got me into it, really.
It's like a snowball effect, right? Everybody kept asking you, then locally, then it kind of just took off, huh?
It is, you know, it really is, and I've been doing it now. I don't know. I guess next year will probably be my 6th year of doing it, 5th or 6th year. And I tell you what, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year. I'm usually booked up 2 to 3 months in advance. So if anybody out there that wants to book a trip, if you want to go in June, you might want to give me a call early April or even before that, because they book up so quick, especially April, May, and June. But you know, then again,
So about how many do you think you do in a year?
I would say 3 to 4 per week, and that would be
A week?
I'd say probably around 16 per month. And you know, and I guide primarily April, May, June, July, August, September, and October. So that's 7 months of guiding, probably 4 days a week.
And how long has Bryan been on board with you? I say.
What's that?
And how long has Bryan been on board with you? Like, how long did y'all start off together, or?
Oh,
Bryan, how long have you been on board?
Oh Lord, how long we been fishing, Terry?
It's been several years. I
Yeah.
can't even remember. It's been several years.
Yeah.
Just meeting y'all. I mean, I could tell. I could tell y'all had some times out there on the boat.
Story.
Oh, there's some stories.
Yeah.
It just don't happen on the water. It happens. Me and Terry fished this tournament. I think it was Hallsville, Kentucky.
Yeah. It was the tournament up in Hallsville, Kentucky, on the Ohio River. Yeah.
It was 95 degrees. We was burned up, thirsty, mad, tired, and hungry.
Yep. Trolling motor died.
Recipe for disaster right there.
We pulled this little diner over to pizza, and that thing was like that.
Oh yeah.
I ain't playing. It covered this whole table.
Yeah, that thing was like a wagon wheel. I mean, it was
And the next day was a tournament. What we had left, I run over and had it laying on the bed. We starved to death again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that tournament there, that was I think we caught, I don't know, we caught 6 or 8 fish that day. There wasn't anything big. But that tournament there, both of us, we about got dehydrated. It was so hot, there was no wind. The trolling motor died on us. I don't know, just about anything that could go wrong did go wrong. And we were just glad the day was over whenever we came back to the ramp.
And then a 4-hour drive home.
Yeah, about a 4-hour drive home after that. So,
All right, Terry. So Thomas asked, Terry, how many times have you wanted to throw Bryan out of the boat?
Let's see.
Thomas, you rascal.
Well, I don't know how many times he's been fishing with me, so I can't give you a number.
The worst day of fishing we've ever had was this year.
Yeah.
The day of the tournament, it was 101 degrees with no wind, no nothing.
Yep.
Oh, man, I like to die.
Was that the one at Cape Girardeau?
That was it.
Yeah. It was funny because the day before we had pre-fished this area, and we caught several fish that day. It was in the 15, 20 pound range, 25. Then we caught one, I believe it was around 35, 36 pounds. So we was like, we were like, this is a good, we're going to start right here. It's a good spot. We're just going to work this spot tomorrow. Well, we come back the next day, like Bryan said, it's like 101 degrees, no wind, sun's bright, all that. And what did we wind up catching? 3, 4 fish, and that was it. And they weren't very big.
17.
Yeah, 17 was the biggest, I think so. Yeah, it just sucked. That whole day just sucked all the way around.
Oh, wow. So what is the biggest fish that has been on the boat?
Yeah, there you go.
85.
85 pounds.
Yep, 85 pounder. We caught that.
85 pounds.
Yep, 85 pound blue. We caught that. I think it was the year before last. Right there at the confluence, right where the Ohio meets the Mississippi. I mean, it was. We were just anchored, and I believe it was about
really.
Yeah, we were anchored mid-April, and we just pulled up this one place. We got two or three smaller fish, that was in the 15, 20 pound range. And then this one rod just went down and the fight was on after that. It was awesome. Of course, that was one of my clients. One of my clients had caught it, which I was happy about. But it was it was a massive fish. It was just neat. We've caught, every year we put, several 50 and 60 pounders in the boat. And I think we put one this year in the boat that was 70, I think 71, 72. But, it isn't every day that you put one 80 plus in the boat. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah, Shireena caught a guard almost and threw it at Thomas over there at that confluence. Was that the same one?
Okay. Here's the thing. So
yeah.
You guys said you anchored there, okay? And it was around the time that I was fishing. And okay, let me tell you something. We were fishing there, and we saw a boat that was anchored where I was fishing. Okay. And now that you guys say that, I was like, was that them sitting there? Really? Because I said, look at this boat right here. They're just going to sit right there. it seems like now that you mention it, no, I'm serious. That day, we were like, look at this boat right here. And then now that you guys talk about that, I'm like, could that have been them?
Well, you never know.
Yeah, you guys didn't take me there. Yeah, I needed that fish.
That was a nice fish. I wish I would have caught that fish, but hey.
Well, look here now. Terry does have a YouTube channel, and you can see all these clients.
Yes, we put that down in the.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, when I did the iron cat, you did tell me about a hole like that was around the confluence, but I didn't have any luck there. I was fishing the bank. So.
Yeah. That whole area right there is really good though. I mean, all up along through there from the bank, there's a lot of people that go down through there bank fishing, and a lot of people have some really good success there too.
I did catch a 16-inch flathead, so it's head for the
Hey, better than nothing.
Yeah,
Better than getting skunked.
Yeah. Right. Now I see that you guys do bumping only now.
Yeah. Well, I did. The thing was that
like
I came
bumping
up
only
with that.
trips.
Yeah, because a lot of people, asked me. They had been asking me, hey, can we, go out someday and just do, bumping on the Mississippi, and because they don't know exactly what they're doing or how they're wanting to approach a certain area or fish a certain place, and I thought, that'd be a good thing, for people who really want to learn how to do that, to do the bumping. Because it's a technique where it's, it sounds really very, very simple in your mind. All you're doing is, letting your bait down to the bottom, and you're just feeling the bottom as you are moving down the river. You're just basically walking your bait down the river. It sounds simple, but whenever you get out there and you start doing this and you don't know if you're feeling bottom, or you're going too fast or too slow, or have too much weight, too little weight, there's just so many variables that comes into play that I thought, it'd be a good thing, to offer that, so that if people wanted to learn how to do it, they could come out and we could just spend the day out there bumping and learn how to do it, or just go bumping only and catch some big fish. Because a lot of these tournaments that are held on the Mississippi, most of these tournaments, I'm not going to say all of them, but most of these tournaments are won by using that tactic, bumping. Most of them are. I mean, you got these guys out there that's bumping down around Helena, Arkansas, or up around St. Louis, or down around or up around Cape Girardeau or wherever, and they're catching these, 50, 60, 70, 80 pound fish, and bringing them to the scales for the weigh-in. And that's how they're doing it. If somebody wants to learn how to do that, I'm not guaranteeing you a 70 or 80 pound fish, but I can guarantee you I can at least show you, how to employ that tactic.
So, for bumping wise, what type of reel do y'all like?
I got my bun, so I'll be ready to learn.
Hey, there you go. Well,
I got that from CatCon last year. Well, you got
that's a good thing.
what was that?
Well,
Yeah.
Gerald asked, about the bumping thing. What rod, reel I use. A lot of these companies out there nowadays are making, bumping specific rods, and they're a lot stiffer type rod. They're a lot lighter. Most of them are pure graphite, and they're extremely sensitive rods. And then again, everybody has their own preference. B&M makes a good one. The Ripping Lips makes a good one. I think Catch Fever, Mad Cats, all of them, are out there. They might, all of them make pretty good bumping rods, and it's just personal preference. I have a Ripping Lips bumping rod. I'm sponsored by Ripping Lips. I love them. And I'll use them. I've been using them for, oh my God, I've been using them since, I guess probably about 8 or 10 years now, and that's all I ever use. But I use that, and I use a Piscifun Lehos 300 bait casting reel. It's a low profile bait caster, and it's just like that Chaos 60. It's a more inexpensive reel, but that thing is built like a tank, and just totally pummeled this reel, and it still works like brand new. So there's another plug for Piscifun if they, want to sponsor me. Hint, hint, if anybody's watching.
If you're listening.
But yeah, it's that's the two things.
So will you guys be at CatCon this year?
Oh yeah, definitely.
What?
Yeah, definitely. I think Bryan's got a Catfishing America booth. He did last year, and I think the year before last.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I usually help Steve Douglas out in the Monster Rod Holder booth. I usually help him out, and also I'm going to be doing a seminar this year on tips and tactics for the Ohio River, and also we're going to be doing a thing with I think it's called Catfish for Kids. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's Matt Jones, Matt Jones.
Right.
He's the one that's getting all together. It's going to be me and Mike Mitchell, I think Ryan Casey. I don't know, two or three other ones. I can't remember who all. And it's just going to be about an hour and a half worth of a kids clinic, pretty much. Just teaching, a lot of the basics and a lot of little hands-on things.
And giving away a brand new CR boat.
What?
Where's that?
No kidding.
What?
They're giving away a brand new
For
CR
real?
boat. For real.
At CatCon?
Oh, wow.
They
And
did
that's
last year. The
CatCon?
American Catfishing Association giving away a brand new CR boat.
Oh yeah, that's the ACA, I believe. Yeah, they're doing that. I think
I
it's,
need to enter that.
well, I think what it is if you fish one of their ACA events, ACA sponsored events, your name goes in the drawing for at the end of the year for a new Sea Arc.
Not anymore. Not no more. All you got to do is be a member.
So you don't have to be a member?
Well, yeah, you have to be a member.
You have to be a member, but you don't have to fish.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
Huh.
Pretty cool.
$40,000.
I have to get a. Do you know how much the tickets are for that?
$50.
Become a member, gets $50. Let's enter to win a Sea Arc.
You buy a year's
Thomas said
membership.
that's what we're gonna do.
Is you buy a year's membership for
Okay.
$50. Automatically eligible. Right. And
Speaking of giveaways,
Mm-hmm.
you guys, well, we are going to give away one of Bryan's mini hats. Which one do you want to give away?
This one.
I'm kidding. But can you guys tell us what we are going to give away this evening?
We're going to give away
And
a free dinner
why?
at the Eddie Steak and Shake. It comes with a bologna and cheese sandwich, a bag of chips, and a small drink.
Who wants some bologna and cheese? And we'll throw in a can of potted meat with that.
How about a day on the water with me and Terry? How about that?
Uh-oh. How's that sound, guys?
Yeah, we
But before we do that, I know we've talked about the guide trip and everything. So what all would that trip include?
Well, basically, what I said earlier, just a day out on the water, 6-hour trip. And my 6-hour trips usually turn into 7 or 8. I mean, they just usually do because I don't never keep track of time. But 6 hours on the water, all bait, tackle, and equipment's included. Only thing you need to show up with is a valid fishing license for Kentucky or Illinois because we can, they're reciprocal there. And something to eat and drink for lunch, and that's about it.
If you want to save on a motel room, you could stay with me. I'll live by myself.
Okay.
Oh, see, there you go. Now you got lodging.
Now, actually,
So, Jarrell, you want to?
Jarrell, we had a lady win it that lived in Cleveland, Ohio. A lady won it from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
All the way down there and fished with us.
Yeah. Yeah, and she called her personal best on it.
Wow.
Sure did. 3 times.
Yeah, she broke it 3 times.
Wow.
It was definitely a good trip.
Yeah.
At Catfishing America, we've done this like for the past 3 years.
I had fun.
We've done it for the past 3 years. We just give away a guided trip, for 2 people like this, and it's just to say thanks to all the members of Catfishing America. And if any of you guys are out there watching this, watching the show here, and you're not a member of Catfishing America, it's a great Facebook page, a great group, a lot of info, a lot of knowledge in that group. We've got some of the top anglers in the United States in that group, and it's just a good place for any kind of info you're looking for, or camaraderie, or whatever for catfishing. And just go over there, and if you're not a member, just request to be a member, and we'll hook you up.
Free of charge.
Let's get the giveaway tool going.
Alrighty.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Everybody ready?
How many subscribers do y'all
I
have?
am. I want to win. I want to go again.
I know.
What was he saying?
All right, Shireena, what would be the giveaway? The hashtag, what would it be?
How about I'm hooked? I am hooked. Okay, everybody in the chat,
There we go. Hashtag I'm hooked, guys.
type in I'm hooked.
Terry does this for us every year. He's really great about doing it. I mean, every year he gives away a trip at Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I just kind of like I like giving back, a little bit here and there, to people that help and promote the sport of catfishing, and in Catfishing America, that page that Bryan created, it's done a lot, to bring a lot of people together and spread a lot of knowledge, and a lot of guys, I've seen come on that page that didn't know hardly anything there was, about catfishing. They can ask a question or two, and they don't get belittled, or hammered or anything, on a stupid question or whatever. People are just very nice and very readily available to talk catfishing and help people out, and that's what it's all about.
Well, we have the best administrators. We have 26 administrators, and they are the top fishermen in this country. People like Terry Muse and Big Daddy Dodd, the Bass and Gales, and I mean, you can't get no better than that.
I think you can, though. I think you can. If you get Shireena Little Page and Drell Big Time as admins on there, you just might be able to step it up a notch this year.
There you go.
Hey, I'm already an admin. Well, I'm a moderator.
You're a moderator, not an admin.
That's what I said, but I am something.
I'm more than you.
Terry, why hasn't she been upgraded? Terry, why hasn't she been upgraded?
I've been a moderator for 2-3 years.
Well, I'm asking Terry, why ain't she been upgraded, Rogers?
I don't know.
You work for me, so why ain't she been upgraded?
Maybe I'm not doing a good job as an admin.
I'll take care
A
of
moderator, I'm sorry.
I'll take care of that tonight. You believe that?
Okay.
When I wake up, I'll be an admin too, right?
Well,
Bryan?
you got to start out as moderator. You got to stay there for 3 or 4 months or so.
For years. You'll get back to me in 2028.
You get to be a member now. There's
over. I mean, we got
65,000.
65,000 people. You seem to forget something.
Now I see a lot more than just 4 are given.
Yeah,
there we go.
There we go. We got 20.
We've got 48 people in the chat and 20 entries. And let's see, Guerrero, check your hashtag. And no space after the hashtag, please.
Mr. Hogleg.
I know some people say that it doesn't matter, but just in case, just type it the way it is on the screen.
Yeah, it's better safe than sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, Bryan, Terry, I really both me and Shireena and Thomas, we really do appreciate y'all a lot for having this giveaway on our channel, and for y'all to say that during that live stream when y'all said, I was like, me and Shireena looked at each other like, what?
Yeah, we didn't know what to do. I was like, okay.
Yeah, we really do appreciate you guys for that, for doing this. We really do. We appreciate that.
Yeah,
we were newbies at it, and then you throw us a curveball. It's like swing and a miss.
Well, it's a great way of doing it.
Well, just like when you won the Ironman tournament, he didn't know nothing about it.
What was that?
And she won. I said, Terry, I gave away a fishing trip. He said, you did what? I said, yeah.
Yeah. That was a shocker too. I was like, oh my gosh, what? It was a great time though. It rained that day, and
There terrible.
But that, oh my gosh, the boat. It was like amazing.
You don't have to worry about that boat.
Oh, and I think I was the first. Me and Thomas were the first to put our stickers on there. Are they still on there?
Yes, they are. They are still on there. Exactly where we put them that day at the end of the day. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They're
I
still
felt
on.
very special.
That was actually the very first stickers that I ever put on the boat.
I believe it.
It was basically a brand new boat at that time.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I've been in that boat when the whole thing was completely out of the water.
Uh-huh.
I'm saying.
Yeah, we've had some pretty rough water in that thing.
I appreciate you guys for letting me hop on there. It was great.
Oh yeah, definitely. We got to do it again sometime. Just let us know and come on down and we'll do it again. Hopefully we'll have better luck this time.
I had fun though. I had lots of fun though.
It
you guys, man. It's funny. Both of y'all remind me of me and my brother.
Fishing just
like how we would be fishing and how we act. So y'all look like y'all seem like y'all be a blast be hanging around with out there on the boat in the water and everything. So y'all
they are.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. Whether we catch fish or not, we still have a good time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
catching fish is definitely a plus, but we have a great time whenever we go out. There's all kinds of laughing and cutting up, and just having a great time.
Yeah.
We went one time, and quote me if I'm wrong, Terry. My words was, I wore plumb out. I ain't even sticking another rod back in the wall. We caught that Benny.
Oh yeah. Yes.
I'm tired.
I don't know how many fish we caught that one day. It was to a point where both of us were actually tired of catching fish, and I'm not talking like little 2 and 3 pound fish. I'm talking anything between 15 to 40 and 50 pounds. I mean, just nice, big, healthy fish.
I said, I wore out. I'm sick of it. I quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was tired.
Yeah, that was a good day.
So to give everybody a chance, do you want to go ahead and do our fish of the week, or is that too much going on?
That'll be fine. That's what I was fixing to get into. All right, guys. So we have a catch of the week. We've been trying to do every catch of the week, every episode. So this week's catch of the week. Let me get this video going right here, and it's a good one too, guys. It's definitely a great catch. So while everybody gets the drawing in there going, and we will show y'all the catch of the week this week.
Spot tonight, but oh yeah, we got a good one. Hell yeah. He's a monster.
So congratulations to Jeremy's tournament cats on his catch of the week, and that one weighed 70 pounds. That was a 70-pound blue cat.
That's a nice one. That is
Yeah.
There's that right there.
And
Yeah,
back to
that's
about
a
the
nice
rod thing, you're
fish.
talking about how everyone has their own personal preference on the rod. He caught that on a straight up regular ugly catfish ugly stick, the ugly stick catfish model, the white one. You know what I mean? Everything works.
I was looking at that and I was like, what kind of
Everything
rod is
works.
that?
Everything works. Yeah.
Yep.
And that was a monster. And
That
put
was huge.
into that rod and bone down.
Oh.
And guys, that's what you'll be catching on that guide trip. All right, so all right, we've got 26 entries. Everybody in?
Yeah, is that 29? Okay. Whenever you're ready,
Oh, it
Miss
changed,
Boss Lady.
unless I can't read.
All
You
right,
guys
let's
ready
see.
to spin the wheel? Terry and Bryan?
Yep.
All right.
There we go.
Here we go.
Oh boy.
I know, we're all like, who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? QC Bryan.
Man, congratulations, man.
Man.
So,
Well, good
And we
deal.
will also send Bryan a big time sticker. So, Bryan, if you could email us and we'll get you a sticker. And then Terry and Bryan, do you want to tell him how to get a hold of you guys?
Yeah, you can just give me a call or a text at area code 270-210-4308. That's right here. Or you can send me an email at Rogers Catfishing. What is it? Rogers Catfishing at yahoo.com or Hooked on Cats LLC at gmail.com. Any of those would work. Send me a message, private message, call, text, just whatever, whichever way you can get a hold of me. We'll get it all together and figure out a date and plan it and get you out on the water and hopefully get a personal best. That'd be awesome.
Is he here? Is that guy in here right now? Hey man, if you're
Yep, he is.
okay. Yeah, you won.
There he is. I won. Yes, you did. Congratulations.
Where you at? Where you from?
yeah, that's what I was going to ask. That was my next question.
Yeah. Can you see where you from? Bryan, or the winner. Bryan, could you email me your name, your real name, your address, and things so we can send you the big time sticker also?
Yeah, you won it. Yeah, you won it. That's $400 you won, buddy. For real.
Yeah, that's a great. That's a
Yeah,
great
that's
giveaway.
my ugly mug. You are gonna have lots of fun. Trust me, you will.
Yeah, man, I'm jealous. Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all
You
seem
know
like
it.
a great couple guys, man, to be out there in the water with. I'll say that again.
Well, it depends on who's with us.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You had the best time with us, right?
Oh, well, of course.
And if anybody in here see my live streams and how I act, I think I'd get along really great with you guys out there in the water because man, I'm an idiot out there goofing around.
Oh yeah. Oh, we are too. We get out there, we goof
y'all
around
are-
and cut up, and
Y'all are my type of people to fish with.
it's fun.
Well, maybe we all three. Well, all three can book a trip. Me, you, and Tom have one extra person.
if you want to come down, have
I'll
at it. You know,
sit on the floor.
Don't matter to me. When you came,
Well,
Shireena,
guys.
if you'll think about it, when you came, Shireena, you and Thomas, we had Sue in the boat with us, and me and Terry that made 5. I never touched a rod and reel all day.
Yes.
That's right.
yeah,
And we had,
No, he didn't.
we had a ball.
He was like, "Are you gonna get it? You go get it. You go get it." And then, when I first started, I was like, "Can I bait my own?"
Oh, Lord.
I didn't know if I was able to bait my own hook and like that. So I didn't. It was that was my first trip.
Yeah.
I was a little nervous though, like when we first started out. You threw the cast net out. I was like, oh no, where are we going? Why are we going over there? What?
Yeah.
I'd been out, in the water, stuff like that, but I had never been out in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Our river is not that big, so.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing about.
And then
down here.
I didn't say anything, but when we were fast, I was like, oh, okay.
Well, one thing for sure,
But it was fun.
whether I'm there or not, you can trust Terry. He'll never put you in harm's way. He'll never put you in a situation where you could possibly get hurt or anything. So anybody wants to take one of these guide trips, he's very careful. Number one.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that's one thing about it. Is we're out there to have fun and catch fish and all that, but we're not going to do that at the expense of compromising safety. That's just not going to happen.
Yeah. It was just me. It was just my fear.
Oh yeah.
That, so.
Well, a lot of people do. A lot of people that haven't ever, been out on a big river before, they're a little bit apprehensive. They don't know what to expect or anything like that. And let me tell you, the Mississippi, especially from where the Ohio meets it and on down there further south, man, I tell you what, there's some currents and some big eddies and whirlpools down through there that, my Lord, they're just they're really something to see and experience. I mean, there's holes down through there that's hits the triple digits. There's one place right below where I've put in.
Well, bye, Terry.
Oh no! Until next time.
I forgot about that $10 though. You didn't get it. Oh, here he is.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I saw a question in there. It was from Jarrell.
Yeah, was it
He wanted to see.
Yeah, I think he asked how much would a single
a single person trip and
yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, if you go to my website, it's hookedoncats.net and go to the rates page. You'll see all the rates right there because I have, I offer a 4-hour trip, for people who might not, want to stay out very long, or people that's kind of like, short on time or something like that. 4-hour, 6-hour, and 8-hour trips. So, you can see how much they are per person there. And the thing is I know a lot of guys, they don't like taking out just one person. It's got to be 2 people or more. The way I do mine, I don't do that. It's just me. If one person wants to go out by themselves, I'll take one person. There's no big deal. So, you can check out the rates and stuff at Hooked on Cats.
I'll go with you.
Yeah, there you go. And also, you can look at the website there. that website's got all the info that you will need, as far as where we fish, how we fish, equipment, a little bit about me, the region. Plus, we've got a lot of pictures on there from past guide trips. A little bit of everything on the website.
And there it is right there on the screen also, guys. So, yeah, y'all make
Yeah,
sure
Weekend Angler was there. Was in.
go to that. Any other questions that the chat had and that we couldn't get to or anything? Y'all just make sure you go to the hookedoncats.net website and I'm sure y'all can find y'all's answers on there. And yeah, y'all be sure to check it out too, for sure.
Yeah, Parker. Weekend Angler's been out here. He spoke high of it.
Yeah. Josh, he's a good guy. He's been out with me a few times, and he actually fished a tournament with me one time. I don't know. I think it was year before last. Fished a tournament with me. We had a great time. There's a backstory behind that, but I'll let him get into that on another show or something.
Okay. Bryan says, QC Bryan says, I can call tomorrow around lunch. So I guess expect a call around lunchtime tomorrow from him.
Yeah, that's fine. I should be available. If I'm not.
And then we have okay. We'll have we have all the information in the description. I'll check that out. I think I have everything in I'll be right back. I'll check it and I'll put and then I'll put it on my community tab also. You guys,
don't sweat, man. You need to go on.
Can you send? I never got my pin. Pin you were showing me because I forgot the website to get it from. The little flathead and catfish.
It's Rogers. Where'd you go?
Maybe you can send me in Messenger or something.
Hold on, Rogers will get it for you.
There we go.
Rogers.
Okay.
Where'd you get hat pins at?
What's that?
A hat pin.
Oh, that was from Brad Culp at sweetytackle.com.
Yeah.
Was it? Yeah, because I was supposed to get me a pin and a jersey that I just forgot the sites and stuff.
As far as the jersey goes, I don't know if we still get our jerseys where we used to get them. Can we or not, Terry?
What's that?
Their jerseys. Where we order jerseys at now?
I don't even know, to tell you the truth. I can't remember.
Because that guy is completely out.
We can talk about that.
I mean,
oh gosh, dang. I know, I can't remember it though.
Was it Fish Hard?
Yeah, Fish Hard Industries.
Okay.
Thomas asked Terry, do you offer night trips?
That'll let me take a rip.
No, I usually don't. Because
shoot, I know I wouldn't be going.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Out here it is it's a little more dangerous out here, to be running up and down the river as opposed to somewhere, say, up around, I don't know, Louisville or somewhere up that area, Owensboro or whatever, because the river down here, the Mississippi is always running. And I've seen trees and debris come down that thing whenever it hadn't been raining. No flood conditions or anything like that, but, just hung up underneath a barge or something like that. And, they'll start coming down the river there, and I'll tell you what, if you're out there at night, you have no idea it's in the water, and that could be a bad time for anyone. And I'm just not, from a safety aspect, I don't offer night trips just because of that reason.
Yeah. So I couldn't imagine being out there in any river that has like that current flowing like that. Because I live in a small town in Texas, and I got a little 10-foot John boat with the trolling motor, and I go to my local lakes and I go out there and I fish. And at night, like when it's pitch black, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm going and like I see the sticks, I start running over my head. I'm like, oh crap, you know what I mean? So I couldn't imagine being out there, because I ain't never fished.
It'd be a whole tree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's literally the wole tree.
You have to fill the river big time because, you have to show, you have to,
Well, straight up, if you put that 10-foot John boat, well, there was your big hind end in the Mississippi River over here where I live. When you wake up in the morning, you'll be in Memphis.
Man, I wouldn't even take my boat to these other lakes, just these big lakes. I wouldn't even take them there.
You wanted my son.
Yeah, the rivers around here, especially like Mississippi, it's a river that you really do need to respect.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I always tell people. Is don't be scared of it, but always respect it. Because if you don't,
exactly.
If you get complacent and just don't pay too much attention, and just like I say, get complacent with it, you can wind up in a bind real quick.
Yeah. Cold Creek Catfishing Billy, he says, tell us y'all's thoughts on demon dragons. So, what y'all's take on that?
That's just my thoughts. 50-50. I mean, I think sometimes, yes, they do help, because of that rattle sound, and other times I think that they, do the opposite.
Yeah.
And either drive the fish away or spook the fish, or really not even have an effect. So who knows?
Yeah.
That's just it.
Yeah.
Well, if you're dragging or anchoring, yes, it'll pull the bait off the bottom a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you're drifting like we do, no.
Yeah.
No purse.
Yeah. If you're dragging, baits, in a lake type environment, with no current or anything like that, yeah, I'd definitely throw one on just for that extra sound, extra vibration. You can always take it back off. So.
Yeah. And Thomas says, what baits do y'all typically use? Like, what kind of bait do y'all use over there?
Sour grapes and hedge apples.
Y'all be using hot dogs.
Typically, it is, I'd say probably 95% skipjack. Because down here in these rivers and in the times that I fish, April through October, skipjack is king pretty much. It's a good year-round bait, especially in the spring and summer. They just wear that skipjack out. And shad is also a good bait, fresh shad, and also moon eye. A lot of guys around here use moon eye, and in the middle of the summer when it's really hot outside and that water is really warm, sometimes it seems like moon eye will do actually better than skipjack. So it's just 2 or 3 different types of baits really is what I use, but primarily skipjack.
Yeah, I call around here in West Texas, and like I said, I remember both over here, but my 2 local lakes I fish at, we don't have no blue cats or flatheads. We just have channel cats. So whenever I catfish, I use and we don't have skipjack. We have shad and common carp. So I use common carp. Hands down, past 3 years, common carp has outperformed bluegill, shad, any other type of cut bait. So
Yeah.
and around here in Texas, we don't have like skipjack around my area. So I call common carp. I call carp the skipjack of Texas.
Yeah.
Because common carp is like
Well,
you
I tell
said,
you what,
around my
there's a
area,
lot of
carp is
people.
huge around
There's a
here.
lot of people around here now, that are using the Asian carp for bait. They'll take them, flay the sides off of them and chunk them up and use that for bait because, for one, it's available. It's in the river system. They're invasive. They're all over the place. They're easy to catch. As far as catching them, you can just drive around and let one of them jump in your boat. And the catfish around here feed on those Asian carp. So that's another really good bait that's just readily available.
This is a sponsor. This right here actually is
The dark water.
Oh yeah, it's a dark water
Okay.
premium carp. Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I have not tried that yet.
Girl, you'll have to get you some of that at Catcom.
You don't have to. You sent me 10 bags of it.
Man, I hooked you up, huh?
I got plenty. But that's it. I met up with them at CatCon in Kansas City in October.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to try some of that out myself to see
So
what the results are.
where do you fish during the spawn?
You don't. You
Like
don't.
the most difficult time. Where do you guys? You don't.
I tell you what, the spawn around here. I know a lot of people will just say, I'm not even fishing, during the spawn. Well, not all catfish spawn on the same day, or the same week. There might, be some of them spawning 1 week, then more being, the next week, and then maybe some more the next week. They're not all on that, schedule of, all at once within 2 days, all of them spawn. So you can actually catch fish, where we fish, all throughout the spawn. I mean, yes, it does get a little bit slower, but I tell you what, some of the best days that we had this past year were actually during the spawn, because a lot of those fish that had already spawned were coming out, and they were looking for food and all that. And then there's the other ones that are spawning. Well, they're going to the beds and all that. But we found that that we caught just as many fish during the spawn as we did before or after. It never really does have a huge effect down here where I fish. I don't know if it's just because there's quite a few fish around here. In this area, it's a good fishery and all that. But they just they really don't slow down that much for as far as like the gut trips and stuff go.
And if you're fishing in a small creek or in a pond or something like that, this stuff won't really.
Oh yeah, that's the Catfish Pro bait, isn't it?
Now I've tried that, and it just doesn't. I've tried that. It don't work here.
It won't work where you're at, no. But if you're at like I'm talking about like a little small creek or a pond or something. And here's a new product that just come out called bait netting.
Oh, good. Yeah.
Okay.
Like if you use chicken livers or something like that, you can keep
Is that
it on
like
your
the
hook.
stuff you use, Terrell?
You use
Yeah,
it.
that's probably what I use. But they might not have any more until like 8 months because Thomas bought out like the whole warehouse.
I mean, that's really good stuff.
Yeah, Thomas bought a lifetime supply. Bugman wants to know, where did you get that at?
Get what at?
The bait netting or the
I guess the net,
catfish
the netting.
netting, huh?
You can buy this at your local grocery store.
Well, that can come from Walmart.
But the netting, I don't know. I stole
Yeah, the
it.
netting.
I stole it. No, I didn't.
Yeah, Thomas gets this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see that.
That dark water premium bait, I believe you can go. I think there's a website like that, darkwaterpremium.com or something like that. You can go to. And I'm not positive, but I think Steve Douglas carries that on the Monster Rod Holder website now.
Yes, because he yeah. And also he's got another product too now that's new. That's a knife sharpener.
Oh yeah.
No,
Yep.
I'm gonna tell you straight up that's a knife sharpener right now. That ain't no joke.
Yep.
You fillet knives and stuff like that, you bait knives, man. That thing is awesome, boy. Now I did steal that, and I gotta get it back. Oh, Douglas told me thank you back.
I might have to get one of those.
They're nice.
Well, guys. Oh.
Well,
Okay.
I got one more question for Terry, because I ain't talked to you in months. Where's my rod?
What's that?
Where my rod and reel at?
It's in my garage right now. But I put some brand new line on it.
You know what I'm talking about, Shireena? That red, white, and blue custom made.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was a nice one. I like that.
In the summer.
Yeah, it's sitting in my garage right now.
I need to get me one like that.
I ain't worried about it.
With my name on it. Bugman, yes, they're going to be at CatCon.
Yes, we'll be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We'll be there too.
I can't wait to meet you guys over there.
Can't wait to see you. I think last time.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to meet you guys.
Oh yeah.
Last time you guys had a lot of people, and I was like,
Oh Lord.
I couldn't get to.
Yeah, through the whole weekend. Guess what, Terry?
And
Between the Friday and Saturday, there's probably what, 2,500 people coming to that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. And CatCon as a whole, I think I forgot how many people that Steve estimated came through the gates there. Somewhere around, I don't know, 10 or 15,000 maybe. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Oh wow!
I mean, I could be wrong.
Bigger this year
I could be off on those numbers a little bit, but it was quite a bit.
This time, could you help me talk Thomas into getting me that Abba Beast reel?
There you go. Get you a brand new reel. That'd be
Please help me out, guys. I really need that.
What reel was it?
You need
it
that.
would look good on my rod.
It would.
What?
You need that so you can come down and fish with me again and catch a personal best blue.
Exactly. See, Thomas?
Yep.
It's
Come on,
Captain
Thomas,
approved.
Where's that rascal at? I know he's there somewhere. Where's he at?
Come and say hi, Thomas. You know how he is. He was the hand.
Yeah.
He's all like this.
He stayed at the back, you know. Well, he wouldn't even get into the. Laughing Cat said Thomas is cheap.
Cheap to buy her a beast reel, but I can get her a pro rocket reel, the same thing. How you doing, fellas?
Well, guys, it's been nice having you guys on, and we appreciate you. You know. And Terry
Definitely.
didn't say
Nice
it
to be
before, but thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Thank you for your service, Terry. Thank you.
Definitely. That was my pleasure.
So, want to take us out, Jarrell?
Yes, ma'am. And I want to say this again. Terry, Bryan, we appreciate y'all putting up this trip for us. You know what I mean? Like, we're extremely grateful. And like I said, when y'all brought that up, the week ago or 2 weeks, whatever it was, we were like flabbergasted. We didn't know what to do. And we appreciate y'all doing the giveaway on our show. And y'all seem awesome, man. I can't wait to meet y'all at CatCon. Y'all just got on another. I had to add 2 more people to my list of people I can't wait to meet at CatCon. So now my list people to meet definitely. So I'll be looking forward to meeting y'all.
Hide, guys.
Can't wait.
Yep, we'll definitely be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
So we appreciate everybody coming in here and hanging out with us. Everybody in chat, we appreciate y'all. And me and Shireena, we'll see y'all again next week. And we can't wait. And appreciate Terry and Bryan again. Thank y'all for taking time out of y'all Friday evening to come up here and
Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir.
On there. So
and congratulations, QC Bryan.
Next time. Yeah, congratulations, Bryan. Y'all, you just won a great trip. With all that being said, we'll see y'all next week. Thank y'all.
See you, buddy. Bye, buddy.
See y'all.